Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and this is Mary. Thanks for joining us today. And we are simulcasting on both channels, so go over and like and subscribe on Mary's channel and like and subscribe on this channel. Thanks for joining us. I don't know. How much snow did you get, Mary? How much did Florence get?
I heard 3 to 5 inches, and that's a lot.
I know.
I don't know. Actually, I think it was supposed to be 6 inches or something like that. I know if I stepped into the snow, it fully covered my boot. It was a lot for here.
Yes. We had 5.8 is what our officially number was, 5.8. But and my sister who lives in Raleigh, the Raleigh area, Carrie actually, she only got 2 inches, and they're the ones usually gets the snow. Yeah, it was so strange. And yeah, so but let me see who's coming in here. We have a few people who have joined us before we get in our subject. We're trying to get away from what we were talking about behind the scenes because we were so involved in what we were discussing, and we can't even talk about it in public right now because it deals with my third book. And so anyway, hey, Barbara Hart Love, thanks for joining us in Northern Lights. Thanks for being here. Gary for Grace 911, thanks for being here. And let's see who else we got. I'm starting your question. Hey, Teresa, thanks for being here. Rossi, thanks for joining us. And Liz, thanks for being here. Let's see who else is here. And I am starring your questions as I see them coming in. And let's see, star. Oh, hi, Artsy Girl Marilyn. Thanks for being here. And there's yet another Linda. Thanks for being here today. And Millie, thanks for being here. Let's see. I see some more questions that I'm starring. Hey, Suzanne, thanks for being here. And thanks. She's always got the message of, hello, dear Dr. Gail, Mary, and the community. I'm sending love and hugs to all. Thanks for the great message. Hi, Penelope. Thanks for being here. And let's see. Got you started. Hey, Catherine, thanks for being here. Saw you on the other channel. I was watching Nancy, Jean, and Danny talking earlier, and Catherine was there. Quite a few of your other ones were probably there too, but they had a show. Basically, I think it was called basically positively. What was it called, Catherine? Was Danny and Nancy Jean's basically being positive in this kind of world, I believe. Anyway, so go check out that show if you didn't see it. But anyway, thanks everybody for joining us, and we are accepting questions. And what we were planning, or what we were talking about behind the scenes, is exactly not what we were planning on talking about. So, Mary, what's going on with you lately? Oh, Teresa, you're saying 333. Oh yeah, 333. Yes, I see it. 333 right now. Yeah.
So 333 right there.
So what's going on with you, Mary?
You know what? We're just flying by the seat of our pants over here, where we have our stuff out there. All of our segments, our Thursday Oracle readings, our Sunday messages, all about hope and light. We're doing a new segment called Hope in the Headlines.
Wait a minute now. Let's go back to the Thursday is Oracle. What was that? So what is that about?
We do something called the Illuminated Path on Thursdays, which is a Thursday to Thursday Oracle reading, Oracle or Tarot reading, whichever one we're guided to. So it's basically just a guided forecast for your week.
Okay. And then your second one on Sundays, right?
Yeah, we always have our big Sunday message that goes out. And this is just guided teachings, anything that comes in from source. And then we also added in the Hope in the Headlines segment. This one, random. Catch me if you catch me. No schedule for that one. And that's what, because that segment, I'm usually in a hoodie eating a slice of pizza, and we're basically doing what you were just talking about, how to be positive in times like this. We do something called #peace trolling, where we bless people so aggressively that there's nothing can withstand it except light. Light still lives here kind of language. Where we focus just on very positive aspects of what's happening rather than how to be happy during the negative aspects. So it's kind of about focusing on the light. So those are the segments that we have.
So how do you focus on the light?
Honey, I am the light. Have you seen me?
You are. You are.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Like we all have emotions. You know, we all grieve and we all get sad and we all get angry, and I do too. It's easier for you guys to see me as the person holding the torch because I turn off the camera when I have to be upset, you know, and I get to scream at my husband while he's just like you know, and then we come back to Heart Center. And so being a leader isn't being this way all the time. It's just learning that it's okay to feel that way and bringing yourself back to what's important, because the only real important thing is life. It's you guys. It's the connectivity. It's being human, and that's love. So coming back to that love and what's really important is all that there is, really.
Yeah, I'm just reading one of the comments and reading Claire's, which I'm going to get really excited about reading on that one because I haven't ventured into that area in a while. But yeah, I think, you know, we all do have our emotions, but I think what we're finding as we're raising our vibration, that when we do have those kind of angry, fearful, or mad moments, we bounce back faster. Where we used to kind of sit in it, you probably, when you got angry with your husband, you sat in it for a day or hours, and then now it's probably you sit on it and snap yourself out of it and it's done. I'm guessing because I'm that way. I don't
really
see. What was that?
You're like, yeah, I don't really know if you do that, but I'm guessing you do that. No, and what I was yelling at him about, I wasn't even mad at him. I was mad at I was mad at people like out there doing stuff, and I had to yell at him about it because he's my person to yell to. But yeah, we bounce back.
Yes. So I'm seeing some more people coming in and going. Claire Webstock's here. Thanks for being here. Trancing with Spirit is here. Thanks for joining us. And Damaris has joined us too. Thanks, everybody. And we will be getting to your questions. And anything else, Mary, because of all the new things coming up? What about your retreat? You haven't talked about the retreat yet.
Well, we're sold out.
Oh, you're sold out. Okay. All right. Well, there we go.
Out. But if anyone wants to come still, you know, email us and we can put you on a wait list just in case something happens, because Spirit always makes a way for you manifestors. So we'll put you on a wait list. We also have the Healing Temple the last Friday of every month. Kai and I do a healing temple where we give healing energy out to people who come in. And your segment for healing.
Healing Center. That'll be this Saturday coming up. Terry and I'll be doing the Solaris Healing Center, where I connect with the ETs and bring in the Solaris Healing Center energy for different type of healings, and not only just healings, but trying to figure out what's going on with you, what kind of issues that you're having, whether it be physical, metaphysical, spiritual, emotional, whatever. We try to figure all those try to venture into all that.
Does everyone here have your new channel name? Because I forget it all the time.
Okay, I'm going to put it there. Probably not. We have a new channel, and this is for healing. And let me find my banner here.
So this channel is for like alien information, and the other one is for healing.
Right. The other one's for healing, and what we're doing. And you're on there. We're trying to collect all these different videos from different healers, because we don't know what all each other is. Galactic Gaia -V4S to subscribe. And what we're doing is getting a library of different healings or healers that do different things. And also we're doing lives on there. I think our first official live might be on the 16th that we're going to try, because the one we did with you, Mary, didn't show up on Galactic Gaia. I don't know what? That. No, it showed up on both other channels, but it didn't show up on that. I had to go post it over there. But the videos are over there, and go ahead and go over there and subscribe, because eventually we'll be doing all the healing shows. The Solaris Healing Center will move over there, and right now, when you have a new channel, when you subscribe, it takes a day, 24 hours before you can actually start putting in comments. Their rules are getting a lot stricter.
Well, that was guidance right there, because remember that you said we're going to go live with Mary on this new channel because we did so many firsts together with the channel now, the Skywalking with Moon. And Spirit was like, nah, that's going to go to Earth and Star, or it's going to go to Skywalking with Moon, but it's not going on the new channel. And Spirit was like, this is new energy, new collaborations. Mary's cool and all, but she's not going to be the first one on this channel.
Well, so, you are, because I just put it over there. I just took the recording and put it over there. It's easy.
See, this is why me and aliens like fight all the time. They antagonize me, honestly. They're like, oh, Mary, watch this.
Yeah, we're recording somebody. We're a medical intuitive. We're recording her tomorrow, and that video will probably go up tomorrow. That I've just recently met, and I really like her messages because she talks about ask your body what it needs, get into your body. So she's really into a message every day about talk to your body, and this is what's going in the world these days, and this is how it's affecting you. But she has a lot of shorts out about that, which I really would like to get that word out about what she's doing, because I really like what she's doing. So that will be recorded and will go up on tomorrow, I think Thursday. But we have we've now got Terry, we've got me, got you, we've got Gail Lynn that are now all healers that are on that channel at this time. So we're going to be continually adding to the library so people can go and find out what everybody does. I mean, right now, the only way you can do is go on a website and kind of guess what that healer actually does. But these are like 15, 20 minute, 30 minute videos where you can actually go see what they do, let them talk about what they do, and then book a session with them if that's who you resonate with.
I love that.
I know, I'm really excited about it. It's really neat because I'm really wanting to get some really wild kind of healings, things that, we don't even know about out there, that I'm really wanting to meet these kind of people. And originally Terry and I were going, okay, you can do some and I'll do some. And then both of us went, well, we want to meet everybody. So we'll both be doing those recordings together, I think, because we wanted to meet the people.
I think it's a good idea. How long was my recording? Do you remember?
Yours was only maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Because when I got off, I sat there for a minute and I was like, am I done? Or are we going to record something now too? Like, I couldn't decide whether the live was like,
oh yeah, the official thing.
And then the video was like, I thought maybe that was just a test.
No, it was good. It was good.
But and everyone signed off. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go about my day.
Yeah, everything's different links. But I mean, because when we were doing Gail Lynn, she has the connection with aliens and she has the healing modality. So we were streaming her for an hour on all 3 channels. So because she has everything or connected all of it. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited because, I've struggled with having a healing show on my Skywalking with Me, the Alien channel. And so dividing it's giving me a lot more freedom with this is dedicated to this, and now this is dedicated to that. It's giving me a lot more freedom.
Good. And I'm glad that you explained that too, and then put the channel up there so we can all remember what's going on and show up for you in the appropriate places.
Yes. And we'll make announcements. Well, yeah, we'll make an announcement. And Terry and I are both, just fly off the cuff type of people, just like you are. And so you're really not sure what you're going to get when we're going on lives. It's just whatever comes up or what we're feeling or what our guides are saying.
Well, this will be fun then, because I'm teaming up with Terry sometime soon too.
Yes.
And that'll be my first time with Terry.
Yeah. And when is that? Do you remember?
Well, we're recording, so I'm not sure exactly when she's going to put it up, but I think it's the beginning of March or something. Yeah,
she just recorded with Hayden Crawford. I think that's going up tonight. So, yeah. So, I'm excited. Hey, Sonawat, thanks for being here. Hey, Amanda Celeste, thanks for joining us. Were you ready to get into some questions?
I'm ready. I haven't seen Son of What in a couple of months.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, he's been
I don't
here.
think so.
Yeah,
Not on ours. I don't think.
he's been around, but I want to go all the way down to this one I'm interested in.
He's like, why are you
Okay.
calling me out like that?
What was that? This is Claire. And she says, hi, everyone. Am I part of the Super Soldier program? If yes, which one? Thank you so much. I'm not sure I can tell you which Super Soldier program you're in. I know there is a lot of them, but if you're asking, I have a feeling you're having a lot of memories or you know a lot of it. And I'm going to say you're definitely, and I'm getting a yes, you are part of that Super Soldier program. And so tell me, Claire, can you give me more information? I can't tell you who it's with, but because there's so many different ones out there, but I can tell you you've had quite a few devastating injuries and rebuilding your body or taking on a different body. So can you, Claire, can you tell us a little bit more about how you is in your dreams that you're seeing that you're a part of this program? Oh, excuse me, I'm spitting on myself. So,
This
sorry.
is why we can't get out of the conversation we had before.
Yeah.
Okay? Because now everything you say, I'm like, like a little school kid.
Yes. So Sonawat says he's been here, but he's been silent.
And I said, well, maybe he just needed extra attention this time.
Yeah. So Claire, are you here? What have you got there? Is that the Lemurian card?
It is from the Lemurian deck, and I've never pulled this card. I've had this deck for 2-3 years, never pulled this card before, Claire. And it says balanced forces. You know, and when you think of super soldiers or soldiers, you think of the armed forces, right? And this is talking about balanced forces. So I'm not sure exactly what the programs are. I don't know any of those logistics. But what this card is telling me and the energy coming through is that you are here to fight with like pure source righteousness, unity kind of energy. In the past, I think you've been used to fighting evil with good or darkness with light and really been living in that state of duality or two bodies, if you will. But then this is like, all right, well, we're done with the dual part. And now we're just going to be the force. May the force be with you, Claire.
Well, she's saying, yes, I'm constantly training right now. I wake up with marks all over my body. Yes, you've done a lot of fighting, Claire, is what I see, and you've had a lot of injuries and fatal injuries, is what I'm seeing. That you've had your body repaired and gone through some extensive body repair at that time. And I have a feeling, let me see if that's what's going on now where you're training, that you're going through a body repair. Yes, that's exactly what's going on. You're in training, but you're also having to repair your body. And there's a lot of different things in my I'm getting ready to say, in my second book, I talk about the Athena, but actually that's in my third book. It's not out yet. I've just written about it, but there's a lot about healing the soldiers in on that book, and different ways to heal and things that are done. So anyway, so your answer is Claire is yes, and I'm not sure how you've been. Oh, you've been saving children. Oh wow, oh, gosh, we're probably working together then, because I've done a lot of work with saving children, and right now the saving of the children is what's going on right now is that the reptilians have discovered who the special hybrid children are that we have placed with human families, and they're trying to go and get them and kidnap them basically. And so the mission right now is to get to these children, and they are being taken up to the spaceship, the Ashtar Medical One, in a special clinic, and they're going into that clinic until all these things are resolved. So thank you for helping.
I felt like I was watching a movie. What is happening? They're coming in and kidnapping babies? Oh my gosh.
They're kidnapping the special babies that we have taken down that are hybrids, and that we have placed them with human families. The families know who they are, and have agreed to take in these children and raise them as their own. And that right now, my last mission has been that it's almost like the list of where they are has gotten out. And so we're going and getting them and hiding them, taking them up to the Astromedical One, the spaceship actually that you work on, and hiding them there or holding them there until everything's resolved.
It feels two things. I feel like my energy is moving through the Astromedical One, almost as if it's either changing position on the same ship or moving somewhere. But two,
you might be working in that clinic because that clinic is really special and it's full of children, and it's all different ages of children that we're just protecting because those forces can't get to them on that spaceship. There's just no way. And so there's a lot of education, entertainment, comforting, those children is what's going on. And I'm actually the one that's in charge of that clinic. And I decided I wanted to put it on the Astromedical One because that's where I was comfortable with, and I knew it, and it was not just like this huge spaceship like the Athena. So that's where they are. And I imagine, I'm actually almost positive that's where you're working now, is with those children.
That feels right. And it also feels like there's like a focus around the mothers of the mothers who took in the hybrids. Like they're being trained and equipped and encircled and encased. Like there's something special about them because you said that they know that they have these children. So they're being given means to defend it.
Yeah, both parents know that they have these children. And usually these children are going to couples who cannot have children, who've been trying to have children. And so when we take these children to these hybrid children, now these hybrid people who are new here, the ones that were taken to them are actually, they look human, but they are half gray alien human. They look human. And so they're taken to a human family that will raise them, that cannot have children. And so they will raise these children as their own. And usually one of the rewards they receive from taking in a child, and it's usually after they have accepted the child, they are then able to conceive their own child after that. So it's a nice program.
What a beautiful story. I love this.
Yes.
I learned so much just by being present.
I believe a lot of that is, well, those adoptions thing, that's a lot in my first book. I've talked about a lot about the hybrids, the adoption program, them going to these families. But this part is not in the book because this has been fairly recently about these children being found out, and we're having to go get them and protect them. And we are tearing them away from their families, which is heartbreaking. But they are able to come up to the spaceship and see them, and they're also having to be protected too.
Okay. Well, I feel a renewed sense of mission inside, so I'm going to check that out on my next astral journey and see if I can fight some reptilians and protect some little babies.
Well, your job right now is on the spaceship taking care of those babies.
Yes. So I will feed them and slap people who come near them because I feel aggressive about it.
Yeah, well, you have to be aggressive about it. Or she's having to be aggressive about it because she's part of that program.
Super soldier.
Okay, let's see. Who is next? I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't go in order. I just really wanted to address that one.
This is important. I need to talk about it.
Yes, need to address that. And I think she might be new to the channel. Is that true? Are you new to the channel? We have a lot of new subscribers to the channel. All right, I'm trying to find the beginning. I think this is Gary's the first one. Now we've gotten way out of order here. You are new to the channel, Claire. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. All right, Gary, please, body healing and cleaning leg pains, burning feet. Thank you. Well, actually, Gary, that will be Saturday's show that we can work on that. That's when we're doing the Solaris Healing Center. That's more of a healing and clearing. That's more appropriate for that we can get into that area. We're really focusing more on the alien adventures or experiences that are people having. Do you have anything to say about that, Mary?
The only thing that just immediately popped in until you can get to the Solaris Healing Center is to do as much as you can outside, grounding specifically, because that can help clear. Mother Nature is her own little clearing machine. She can help clear and heal and grounds, especially with legs and feet.
That's what I've been hearing a lot lately for the past 3 days, grounding for people, including myself. Grounding, 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 grounding. In fact, I almost wore red because of that. I've been wearing red a lot for that reason. Okay, here's the next. Hi, Mary and Dr. Gail. Does my galactic family have any words of wisdom for my gratitude to you?
Thank you so much is what TYSM means.
Oh, I got that part. But the gratitude.
I thought you were like, what?
No, it's the gratitude to you. And I'm going, and that, yeah. Okay, because I was trying to read more into that, but I got it. All right. All right, Liz, let's see. Go ahead, Mary.
Well, immediately there's a type of starseed that comes forward, but I don't know what this is called. And to me, so I don't want to say it's reptilian because I don't think it's reptilian, but it looks amphibious. Is there an amphibious starseed?
There's all sorts of things. There's the snake people, the nagas, and the dragons and whatever, and dinosaur looking ones. Go ahead.
It looks more okay. So this one, you have lots of different mixes in you. Some that you probably know about that are more present. There's also avian, the bird people, but the one that's like coming forward right this second for me specifically, to me, looks like a frog.
I was going to say the frog people.
That's what it looks like. Okay, so it looks like a frog. And this one is talking about, it feels like that grounding energy, like they are behind you, like there's a force behind you, guiding you, bringing you forward. And they're always informing you at different times. So you never have to feel alone or disconnected or like you're not receiving information, because you are. Even when you don't logically know you're receiving information, they're putting it in the mud beneath your feet, so to speak. And then I pulled this card. And if she don't look like a frog, I don't know who does.
I was going to say, I have a whole chapter in my second book about the frog people.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to open it, see a picture of it. But they are military kind of people, and they live under the water.
Yeah, and this one kind of looks like she lives under the water. Now, this card meaning is about basically like your superpowers that you don't always see. So it's talking about how the lotus grows out of muddy and murky water. So it's about, self-empowerment, self-love, your confidence, things like that. So I think your ancestors are really trying to, at least your starseed ancestors are really trying to guide you into some confidence and personal power spaces right now.
I'm still looking for a picture of and it's my book and I can't find the picture.
Guys, I'm trying to talk Dr. Gail into doing illustrations for her third book. I'm not saying what it's about, but I'm just saying you should peer pressure her to do illustrations for it.
Maybe it's in my first book. Maybe it's in my first book that I talk about them. I'm not sure, but I do have a picture of them. But it is the frog people. And the frog people that I met were military, and they were in charge of what is called the aero aquatics. And those are beings that fly in space and water, and they like to fly around in aquariums. But they live down in the oceans, inside caves, inside the oceans, and they are military. And I'm going to quit looking because I'm going to be spending the whole time looking for them. In one of my books, whole chapter on them.
So what she's saying is you have to buy both of her books.
I didn't intend to buy them. The
Ancestors.
first one is How I Learned to Fly a Spaceship, and the second one, and they're on Amazon, How I Met an Alien. And in one of these two books is about the frog people. I'm not sure. I'll look at it afterwards. But right now, I can't put my finger on them. Obviously, I'm not supposed to. So, anyway, we have somebody else new here. Looks like it's Why Travel There. But there you go, Lizzie. Anyway, you can find out more about these people, but they do live in the ocean, and they do look like frogs, and human/frogs, because they stand up and they're big, 6 feet tall at least. And what was that, Mary?
Hello, it's a 6 foot tall frog.
Yes.
Okay. I think maybe that's where that saying comes from, that if you kiss a frog, it'll turn into a prince, because all the frogs were originally 6 foot tall. They just morphed into a handsome man or lady.
Well, I traveled there, says she works with you, Mary.
Hi, Lauren.
Sarah says, and the frog people, they manifest bubbles when they're angry. And I didn't know that. I guess I haven't seen them when they were angry, though. I don't want to see them when they're angry. They're big.
It might be kind of cute, just bubbling under the water.
Oh, but I was down in front of them, going and talking to them, meeting them. That had to be in my second book. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm all into my third book right now. Okay. All right. Rossi, may I have a message from my elementals and galactic guides? All right, Rossi. Let me see. GP says, Liz, I turned in just in time. Okay. All right. Okay. The message that I'm getting. Go ahead, Mary.
Oh no, she said the bubbles are on their skin, like they're covered in bubbles.
Okay. Gotcha. This message I'm getting here for Rossi is something to do with time. And I was hoping maybe you'd pull a card and it'll be more clarification on time. And I'm thinking it's going.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, okay. What does it say?
This is radical expansion. So with this particular one, if you look at this, you're seeing rainbows and spirals essentially. So yeah, we're looking at the chakra body, we're looking at the different dimensions, and we're looking at portals between space, time, and timelines. So if we want to hone that in a little bit, specifically for old Rossi Black Cat here, what I'm feeling is that there's been a really big energetic heart upgrade that's expanding that space. And what's the word? When you transcend, and transcending up to another level of your energy body. So this is going to activate formerly dormant light codes and gifts that you have, where you almost like the X-Men, with the bald X-Men who, like, that guy, what I'm talking about? It's like that.
No, I don't. I don't know the X-Men.
So, like, it's the bald guy, Mr. Xavier, and you can just, like, travel through time, travel through portals, hop back around. Now, this will take time, and there's a lot of training around that, so you'll have to make sure that you're listening. I'm hearing you'll be assigned certain guides that will help you with that, especially if this is something you're doing subconsciously in the astral realms while you sleep, or when you go up to ships or whatever it is that you do. You will be guided.
April will be where she'll discover what it is. That must be the time.
Consciously?
Yeah.
Okay.
That must be the time part. It's going to take time to discover what is ever coming in. So there you go, Rossi.
It feels really big.
April. Okay. Now we have Barbara Hartlove. Why do I love the ocean and dolphins so much?
Because they're adorable.
Yeah, anytime I hear about that, I always feel like somebody's connected to Sirius B, and that's true. That's the water planet and the ocean dolphins. And usually you have a lifetime as a dolphin, or I hear a mermaid or a merman. So that's your connection, Sirius B.
Is there any connection with the Greys with water or water planets at any point? Maybe even going back to Atlantis?
Probably because I think there's always a connection to Atlantis with all of them.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like if you go up your lineage enough, you're going to find a gray, specifically a gray connection with Atlantis. My black cat just walked in, Rossi. Just so you know, I got one over here too.
It's going spooky. Cat walking in.
Well, the door goes like a ghost. It's a ghost.
Okay. All right, let's see who's next. I'm trying to go in order, but if I do see something real interesting, I'll pull it up. Okay, yet another Linda wants her galactic family. And go ahead, Mary, because I'm needing to pay attention here to this chat here or questions here for just a moment.
Okay. So there is a particular message coming through. For me, this feels...
No, I just...
You okay over there?
I just screwed up the chat, or not scratch the questions. Sorry.
To me, this feels like it might be coming from an Arcturian side of some sort. And I feel like this is somebody that you know about, but it's not someone you work with like on a day-to-day basis, or maybe someone who feels amorphous, like they come sometimes and they can't really be grasped. So one of those kind of guides that show up when they want to show up. And when this guide's coming in right now, it's specifically like throwing water on you. And that could be for a couple of reasons. One, there's a lot of fire energy happening right now. You know, Neptune's moving through Aries and all that kind of stuff. So we're starting to move into more fire energy, and people are on fire. Plus, we just had the full moon in Leo, which is fire, and I feel on fire. So there's fire, and they're like wetting you down, making sure that you don't burn up. But then also, if you think about the water, it's also teaching you flow. The things that have been stuck before, you've done enough healing that those things aren't sticking anymore. And when they pour into you, those things are just going to move out, and you're just going to have this beautiful flow channel. So they're teaching you that flow. And also pay attention to the card for a second, because they're showing me that there's 3 elements here specifically for you. The first one they showed me was up here. It's like a moon, but it's a bowl where you have the gifts and the capacity to catch everything that Spirit sends: abundance, money, friendships, relationships. The second thing they show me is all of the arms. There are 8 arms here, kind of like a spider, but you don't like that. So there's 8 arms, meaning that you can do many things at one time, that you have a wide range of gifts, and that you can do these things without growing tired. The third thing that they're showing me is that heart space. And this heart space feels clear, crystalline, crystalline and clear. Those are the best words to describe that. So whatever it is that you've been working through, you're through it. Now let's just be crystal clear and flow. That's the message that came through while Dr. Gail was having a panic attack.
It's easy to mess this stuff up, but all right, I'm going to pull up Bernadette here, because this is an interesting question. How can I improve my arts and turn them into cosmic visions? And I just immediately went, you're already having the cosmic visions. I'm not sure, and improving your art, I don't think any artist ever feels like they're finished with the art piece. So I'm thinking you're just putting too much pressure on yourself, Bernadette. What are you getting, Mary?
I was also getting a similar message of when you are as expansive as you are, Bernadette, you live in this world of like out there in the universe, huge, expansive. And then when you try to come back and put all of that information into something 3D physical, like a painting, for you, it's never going to feel like enough. And letting that be okay. Letting yourself know that you've seen all the information from all of the cosmos and all of the world, and this painting doesn't quite describe it, but it's kind of like a timestamp of something you experienced. Just like taking a picture of this really majestic mountain, people can look at the picture and be like, oh, cool, it's a picture of a mountain. And it doesn't quite give the feeling of being at the mountain, but it's still a timestamp of when you visited.
Right. And I think this Bernadette, she's saying it's not coming out how I want them to. And again, that's putting too much pressure on your Bernadette. I don't think, um, you can put on paper or on painting the actual event that you're experiencing, but you just need to put the feeling towards it, is what I'm hearing. Put the feeling. You're already putting the feeling in these pictures and paintings, and the feeling is what's necessary, and that's what's important, and that's what you're already doing.
Exactly. Like the visual of it is what's throwing it off. And the visual doesn't matter near as much as the emotion and the energy you're putting in.
Yeah. And she's saying, very true. I want to translate what even what she sees, and she can't even find the color she's seen. And you won't. It's not going to be here on Earth. You just got to just go with the feeling of it. Yeah, you can't find the colors. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand that. And you're not going to, but they're telling me it's the feeling. You just need to put the feeling into it. And the people who are going to see it will understand that feeling. The people who need to see it will understand that feeling. And I go through that a lot myself. I would love to be an artist to be able to draw everything I see, but yeah, terrible. And I have also little stick figures that describe it. So, but I wish somebody could see through my eyes who's an artist to be able to do all this stuff, write all this down, draw it. I would like for it to be a movie going in my head that you could see, that would project out. Everyone could see what I see. That would be nice.
Yes, a camera. I've wished that since I was little, that like I could snap pictures with my mind of things that I was seeing, because I don't know. I might be famous right now with those pictures.
I definitely would be. Mine.
Yes, you would.
I tried to paint mermaids because I was one, but it makes me sad and angry. Something happened that I can't remember well. Well, I don't know that you need to paint them, or if you paint them abstractly. If that's bringing up too many memories for you, Bernadette, there's so many other things that you have inside of you that you can bring up and paint.
Another thing I'm getting about that last thing that you said is that you can try to remember it better by using the paint abstractly, just by using what, like Dr. Gail's message, just painting the emotion of it rather than the imagery of the mermaid. Because you might find as you're painting the emotion of that life, even if you don't remember it, that you might start to realize, oh, I was angry, or oh, I was sad. And then keep painting different pictures and watch how it evolves. And it's telling you a story right there.
Gosh, I hope that helps. All right.
I hope that helps.
I know she's putting so much pressure on herself. You can see or feel it. You can feel the pressure that she's doing. But anyway, I'm trying to read Teresa's and I can't get it all the way through. I didn't know if it's a question or if it's a statement. She's saying, I remember a dream where someone called me about picking up a child they couldn't reach in time. It was also too far. I called a third person who was closer. What was that? This was about? What was that about? Okay. It's too far a call. I'm not sure, Teresa. Let me see. Um, um, I know you were involved in so much stuff and so much. Oh, that was your own child. That was your own child that you were going after. Um, that was your own child that you were going after, and I'm thinking this was your um, alien spouse that you yelled at to get it, and they did. I'm getting yeses on this, but this is kind of a weird um, a weird answer. But that's what I'm getting is that this was a child, and I think this might be a hybrid child. I don't think this was here on Earth. I think this was on a different planet, and the child was in danger, and he was close, and it was almost like, say, a child is a, and this is just the image they're giving me. This isn't a correct image, but they're saying there's like a child is in a pasture playing, and there's a horse getting ready to run by, and they're galloping at full speed and not going to be able to stop. And you're far away looking at it, and you're yelling at him to get the child out of the way, which is what happened. And that's what you're remembering. Mary, you have anything to add to that?
That sounds perfect. I've shuffled this deck at least twice since I last pulled this card, and I pulled this card again.
Oh, wow.
And if you notice, this card has 3 spirals, and you're talking about 3 people. And so what came to me about it was that it felt like not on Earth, like you said, like it was like the child was multiple dimensions away or whatever that was. So that reads accurate to me, Gail.
Yeah, I think it was one of your children, Teresa.
Yeah. And you couldn't reach as the human self.
Right. Okay. So that was a weird one, Teresa. I'm picking out these good different ones.
You said weird is my life.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This is Vero. Do I go visit my galactic brothers and sisters when I'm sleeping? Most of us do. Yes. And I'm just going to say yes without even asking. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. That would be a yes. Mary, anything you got to say on that one?
Honey, you do a whole lot while you're sleeping, honestly. And again, I've now shuffled this deck 3 times, and I pulled this card again.
What is this? Pulling these same cards.
So
I know.
remember,
To me, that means it's a message for everybody, not just that person.
it's highly possible, and a lot of these people might be going through the same level up. So, collectively, we might be doing that. Now, for you specifically, I'm drawn to 2 parts of this imagery. I'm drawn more towards the moon rather than a bowl. So this might look like while you're sleeping, your feminine parts, your intuition, working on your inner magic. And then I'm also drawn to the thigh region. And I wasn't sure why at first, but when I tap into that now, I feel strength and stability. So it feels like you have a steady foundation, a good level of security, whether you realize it or not logically, and that's helping you expand and grow those intuitive abilities and gifts that you have.
And then she's saying she feels like she's super busy when she's asleep. There's so many of us, especially here, are, busy while we're asleep and wondering why when we wake up we're tired.
Exhausted.
Yes.
I blamed my kids for a long time. I can't do that anymore. They actually sleep through the night.
Oh, they are sleeping through it finally after all these years?
He just turned 5.
Yeah, because every time I talk to Mary, it's like this, I don't know, this circus going on at her house, this musical beds and chairs where everybody's sleeping and what boogeyman's coming in tonight. And
yes. Yeah. Well, the middle is now almost 9, and then the youngest just turned 5. So they're finally getting a grip of whatever is going on at night. And you remember those shadow dogs that used to come in with my middle all the time?
Yeah.
That was a thing when you and I first started the channel, was he was always being attacked by shadow dogs in the middle of the night. So that came up the other day, and he said, I love my shadow dogs. They're my guides. And I was like, excuse me, sir. After all that crap and sleepless nights, they're your guides? Okay.
Well, it's the same thing as I had a wolf living under my bed,
Uh-huh.
and it was protecting me, but I was like fearful. Like if my dad stuck his head in the door to say goodnight to us, I was worried all the time about it attacking him, which it
Oh,
wouldn't have. So I had that stress as a child also, that kind of stress. So,
interesting, you little weirdos. Boop.
yes. All right. So Suzanne, she wants a message. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull out my Starseed Oracle deck. All right. Let's see. Oh, Starkeeper. Cosmic ancestors. See the light by staying grounded. What did I say about earlier about my message for everybody today was staying grounded? Well, there you
Mhm.
go. Suzanne, this is a message to stay grounded. So, Starkeeper, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. So, I think you're needing to pay attention to being grounded. And I think a lot of us are needing to pay attention to that here because I'm finding that this is common right now that like the first quarter of the year, we're all receiving information. The second quarter of the year is kind of settling in. And by the end of the year, we're able to use whatever information we got. But I'm finding that year after year that that's happening. So I think at this time, we're all receiving all this new upgrades and messages, and we're having to ground so we can absorb it. And maybe by the end of the year, we'll be able to implement all the new information and things that we have.
Absolutely. And I got the same thing in two cards. You said seed the light by staying grounded.
Mhm.
And I got these cards, the new blueprint and life force energy. And if you notice about this, she is waist deep in the earth, essentially. But while she's in this Merkaba of light receiving new blueprints. So it's like a long time ago, it feels like people were pushing ground because the collective was trying to heal. And now it feels like we're pushing ground because the collective is ready to upgrade and awaken and activate. And so we have to be in those grounded states to grow that seed of light.
All
I have
right.
a request for one of the questions. Am I allowed to do that?
Oh, you definitely are. Go ahead and pull it. Can you pull it up or can you tell me? Oh, you can't. Can you pull it up? I'm not sure if you can.
So, well, I'll try. Last time, it was towards the beginning, I think. Last time, someone asked a question, and I don't think that we properly understood the question she was trying to ask. And she's back today and
What's her name?
has asked it in a different way.
Okay.
It's
So,
Penelope 111TX.
oh, well, she's the next one in line.
Yes, yes. Because now
That's
she asked
appropriate
it in a
time.
more specific way.
Yes, that was appropriate time. Okay. Mary discovered that I have worked with ETs many years ago. I have had, have I had any connections, other connections? What was the first connection? Okay. All right. So that's quite a whole mouthful of questions there. Um, so I'm going to say your connections don't end; they're continually going. So, and let's see, what was the first connection? They're showing me 6 years old. So your first connection when you're the age of 6 years old, I'm suspecting you're a hybrid, and I'm getting yes, you are. So you're always been connected with them. You've never not had a connection with them. Go ahead, Mary. I can see you. Get ready.
I just had to laugh because they gave you the logical answer. Yeah, you were 6 years old in this life when you first had your alien connection. They showed me the very first time she was born as an alien,
Right.
like way out there in time and space. They see this little blue baby with this little butt cheeks and the fat little cheeks. And it's just so cute. And then I ended up pulling another card out of this deck that I've never pulled before. So this has been a crazy day for this deck. And that's this where you see kind of a blue young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And I love her. She's beautiful. Now, this particular card, in and of itself, is kind of talking about the monkey mind and how we should start thinking more with the heart and try to connect more with the heart and learn how to calm our anxiety thoughts. But the way I'm interpreting this, especially with all of the little light connections is that I feel like you have soul connections with things that are happening to other people on the planet, other people interdimensionally, past life memories, possibly even future life memories. And that while sleeping, you kind of project around through these, having these experiences, transmuting light, and then have to figure out how to bring that into the heart to become centered again. So that's a lot.
That's a lot to take on.
Have fun with that.
When I found out I was a hybrid, it took me 2 weeks to be able to accept and absorb that information. But I didn't have anybody to talk to about it, actually.
You didn't. You were like the first in your field around here. And look at this beautiful safe space that you've created for everybody who can have these experiences and not think they're crazy when they talk about them.
Yes. And that has been my mission to have that space. But all right, we're going to take this last question. And it looks like it's Damaris. Damaris, may I have a message from my peeps? Thank you both. Damaris, go forward, go forth. What in the world? Go forth. Why are you to go forth? Okay, I think Damaris, you might be feeling a little stuck. And I think motion is what you're needing right now. You're needing to take I'm hearing baby step. Take a baby step towards your dreams. Take a baby step towards your dreams. I don't know what your dreams are or what you want them to be, but apparently you know what it is, and you're to take a baby step towards that. It looks like to me you're holding back, wondering, should I do that? Could I do this? Can I do this? And all those are is a yes, yes. Oh, you're very stuck. Well, you're to take a baby step towards what you want to do, because you're right now shouldn't, couldn't, and can. And they're telling me she can do this. And so to take that baby step towards it, that's a lot. Okay, Mary, maybe you can help her get unstuck, because that's what she's saying. She's very stuck. And they're telling me she needs to take a baby step. It doesn't matter if it's a wrong step or right step. Just take it.
So it feels, I just want you to know you're very clairsentient. I don't know if you know that, but connecting it with your picture, immediately I felt fire energy moving through my body. I'm clairsentient, and when I'm in contact with other very clairsentient people, that makes my clairsentience like times 1,000, right? So I'm like, all right, I got to turn down my fire. I got to just let me breathe, be professional. So just wanted you to know you're very clairsentient. Now, as far as the message, immediately I saw a visual of you standing like this. I heard the word flight, and I saw you standing like this, wings out, and there was something revving behind you. Vroom, 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 and it was like filling you with that energy, and it's just like about to take off. Now, to me, this doesn't look like a blockage. It looks like timing, like the little gun's about to go off. And as soon as it does, you get to jet. Here's the thing, and this is the thing that I think that Dr. Gail was picking up on, is that you've been stuck for so long, you need to be able to recognize when the gun goes off, which might be that first little step forward, that little baby step that you need to take so that you can gain that momentum from the revving and just push through everything. That's all you need. Let it rev, listen for the gun to go off, take your baby step, and the rest will be momentum. It'll just take care of itself.
Oh, it's Sarah saying we're supposed to talk about our experiences. I can barely remember my name sometimes. And that's true, Sarah. But if people are not running and screaming and running away from these conversations, that means you have some kind of connection and you're curious and wanting to learn more. And I appreciate everybody being here. And thanks for joining us today. And thanks for moderators for making it a safe place. And Mary, thanks for making it a safe place also. Oh gosh, Damaris, you're saying it's the YouTube I want to restructure. Well, there you go. Take that baby step. All right. All
I
right.
told her YouTube in the chat.
What was that?
I told her to put her YouTube in the chat.
Oh, yeah. She has a YouTube channel she had a long time ago. So
yeah, put it in the chat. I want to see. I want to see you. Aggressive fire. I want to see.
she's probably thinking about renaming it, I think. is what I'm getting. So anyway, all right, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see
Love
you
you.
later. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. I love you so much.